Hi, second grade. Happy Wednesday. We are going to be going over this column right here, our Wednesday column, and we are going to be starting out with phonics. We're learning a new phonics sound. We're learning double O or O-O, and double O has two sounds. It says oo like in boot and like in foot. Today we're only going to focus on the first sound, which is oo like in boot. I want you to find 3 new words that have that sound in it. Okay? And then for reading, we're reading a fun little story about water skiing. We have our coloring sheet if you'd like to color it. And then we have this paper, which is our story. You guys know what you're doing. You're reading it out loud to somebody. And as you read, you're following along with your finger. And then you're going to answer these 2 pages of questions. Okay. Then for language, we're doing day 3 right here. And we're looking for capitals, periods, and commas that are missing from this address right here. Then we are going to write another letter today on one of these pages that you didn't use yesterday. Okay. And then for math, we are doing something different for math, something that we haven't done before. We're still working on time, but we have to talk about something. So every day is 24 hours long, okay? Half of the day is 12 hours, and the other half of the day is 12 hours, because we know that 12 plus 12 is 24. So our day actually starts when most of us are sleeping in the middle of the night, at midnight. At 12 o'clock is when a new day begins. 12 o'clock midnight is when the new day begins. And that begins the first half of our day. And that first 12 hours, those first 12 hours are called AM. And that is, it starts at 12 a.m. and that's 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's the early morning hours before the sun is even up. And then it continues through the rest of the morning when we're getting ready for school, going to school, all the way up until noon. At noon, it starts the second half of the day, the second 12 hours of our day. And that is called PM. And that is in the afternoon, the evening, and then nighttime until 11:59 and 59 seconds. That's when the PM ends. As soon as it hits 12 o'clock midnight, it begins the next day. So there are some activities that we do in the morning, and there are some things that we do in the afternoon and evening, okay? So if I said we are going to go to soccer practice at 4 o'clock, if we went to soccer practice at 4 o'clock a.m., that would be before the sun is even up. But if I said we went to soccer practice at 4 o'clock p.m., that would mean we would go in the afternoon. So that would mean the correct time for soccer practice would be 4 o'clock p.m., not 4 o'clock a.m. I'd still be sleeping at a.m. So I want you to look over this. You can talk to your parents about it. I tried to do my best at making this little paper. This is something that I would normally do step by step on the whiteboard, but I couldn't really do that in this situation. So look this over, talk to your parents about it if you have questions, or you can text me or email me or call me or whatever. And then I want you to do this page right here, these 2 pages. You're going to have to cut these out, these little rectangles out, and you're going to have to glue them in the right column. To each rectangle, you're going to have to decide if it's something that you do in the AM or something in the PM. There is one blank rectangle, and that is for you to write an activity and the time that you do it, and then you glue that in the right column on this page, okay? So that's something new, but I am very confident that you guys will get it because you guys are so smart. Okay, so this week we've learned a lot of new states, and we're not done yet. We learned South Carolina, then we learned North Carolina, and then we learned Virginia. We talked about how Washington, D.C. is in its own little area. It's the capital of our country, right next to Virginia, right here. Well, today our new state is West Virginia. Just like we have South Carolina and North Carolina, we have Virginia and West Virginia. This little pouch right here. And the abbreviation is capital W, capital V. And it's called West Virginia because it's a little state just to the west of Virginia. Okay, so color that and label that. Capital W, capital V, West Virginia. So you have this map or this calendar in your packet. You are going to need to save this because every day, even on the weekends, we are going to color in an egg. We are starting our eggs today. We're starting the eggs in the incubator today, and I'm going to link a little video of me putting the eggs into the incubator. So today is day 1 of our calendar. It's going to take 21 days for those chicks to grow. And it's just a miracle. It's just amazing to me that in 21 days, we go from having just a regular, ordinary egg to having a little, breathing, living little chick. So anyway, every day, starting today, you're going to have to color in an egg. Okay? So keep this handy. You're going to need it every day. And then we are going to do our Bible verse, working on Psalm 23, verses 1 through 3. And that is all for your work today. I will see you on Zoom. See you later. Bye-bye.